Qualifying one was slightly worse than some other circuits this season. 1.073 seconds ahead of Russell in second place. The purple sectors all to me, and with a nice margin in each. After the session, Charles improved and went 0.509 seconds behind me. I also had quite the scare with Sainz again. Why again? I can't remember why. Why again? I don't know. When he was on an out lap and I was on a flying lap, he did not want to move from his racing line too much, and so we're too close for comfort, but no contact. That's going to bug me. Why did I put again? Qualifying 2, like Miami, I went even quicker, and the gap to Charles in second place was 2.016 seconds, taking a bigger margin in Sector 2 and Sector 3. After the session, Verstappen popped in a lap and went 2.004 seconds behind me. Qualifying 3, however, was the complete opposite. 2 spins and a meeting with the barrier in Sector 3. The first lap, the rain began falling, and so we needed an early lap, and we tried, but in following in Mercedes, the figures just fell a bit, and through turn 10 the rear dropped and we spun around. We had to complete the lap, and in doing so set a lap that put me 10th place, 5 seconds off first place. On the second lap we passed turn 10 fine, and we were 7 seconds up, but heading through turn 13 we were eager to go quicker, and we spun the car and crashed it into the barrier, so we could not do anything to try again. We could not do anything to try again, so we qualified 10th. Very disappointing from me there. The script was done so long ago, I forgot the moment with Sainz was Australia. Very professional from me. Kind of so was this, but I feel like that was more towards Sainz. No, wrong video. Not even a video. Yeah, so there you just caught the end of my spin, and will follow me along for the whole of this final lap. As you see, we come across the line and we set a 31.3.
The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1 minute 25.8.
A 25.8 compared to a 31.3. I am trying to do the math, it's roughly 5 seconds. I wanted to do it down to a 10th, but it don't matter. As we go through sector 1, down about 1.5 tenths, so it's not looking good. The rain is falling quite hard at the moment now. We've lost 3 tenths in the space of 2 corners. Hopefully we don't lose too much time. Well, you already know the outcome. But as we go through turn 9, it's 7 tenths down on our previous best, not even gaining on the straights anymore. We had through turn 10, spun right there, and as you can see we're 7.2 seconds up. That would put us on pole position, but just a little bit too much throttle and we're in the wall.
That was a heck of an impact. Let me know you're okay.
That would have been pole. Not much we can do about that though.
Welcome along then to race day at what we hope will be another thrilling Formula One Grand Prix. It's 730 metres from pole position down to a slippery turn 1 here. The first of 16 corners around this 2.89 mile racetrack. The long, wide turn 3 and the uphill right-hander of turn 9 can both be taken full throttle in the right conditions. But I doubt very much we'll be seeing any of that today. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. What a qualifying yesterday for George Russell. He'll start today's race from pole position. And Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Verstappen, Carlos Sainz, and Bottas, Gasly, Ricciardo, Leclerc, and Esteban Ocon, Joe, Fernando Alonso, Kevin Magnussen and Stroll, Albon, Perez, Sebastian Vettel and Mick Schumacher, Tsunoda and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. It's not going to be plain sailing for our drivers today, although with the sky falling as it is, perhaps sailing isn't too far from the truth. Natalie Pinkham, good to have you with us here today. Your thoughts?
It is a touch damp, isn't it? As a driver, there are three big things to worry about when racing in these conditions: standing water, tyre temperature, and visibility. Judging distance to the cars around you is really tricky when you're driving through the vast amounts of spray that these wet weather Pirelli tyres kick up.
So here we are on the grid now, looking at strategies. Can we do a one-stop? That's my preferred strategy. That's what got me the podium in my the first ever podium for in my team. Looking like are we going to be? It'd be a stretch if we tried to one stop. This race. Oh my god. I thought we left all this behind in the previous championship. Last season. Anyway, P10 after quali. Yeah, just couldn't hook any lap together. Heading towards turn 1, we stayed in relative good position. Went down the inside of Charles, made sure we didn't make contact. We didn't. And then still on the inside of Charles, but forced him wide and allowed Alonso to get ahead of him. Then Ricciardo defended, and this was really weird. It allowed Charles back through, but yeah, I got ahead of him anyway, and also Alonso also got back ahead of Charles. And then I went down the inside of the slow Ricciardo to get myself up into P8. All in the first lap. Not really getting your heart racing stuff really from me. I just kept calm, just capitalised on mistakes of others, and yeah. Ricciardo had to pit at the end of this lap though. Not sure why, but I presume he had damage. Oh yeah, he does. What happened to him? Oh, that's right. I saw a bit of damage on the turn 1. It was from the McLaren. I almost forgot about that. So, on board Ricciardo. It's a fairly quick start from him. Alongside already Pierre Gasly. Tries to go down the inside of Bottas, locks up and gives himself damage. Fairly similar to what Stroll and that did in Mexico. So I guess that's why he defended me. I mean, you can see me in the mirrors. I was quite quick coming out of turn 3. And I think I knew someone had damage. So, yeah. Pierre Gasly is up next. Yes. He defends towards the middle. I took the outside. Yes, it's not normally what it's not what I normally do, but I kind of just backed out. Didn't really take the outside. and it allowed Gasly to compromise his own run. So through turn 3, I had the speed, went towards the inside of turn 4, still there, broke roughly 50 metres, and coming out turn 4, I was able to pull the speed through the inside and got myself up into P7. So surprisingly, the inside line through turn 4 was quite good. The outside line is where the grip is, because that's where the racing line and all the other drivers have been. So I was quite surprised to see that Gasly couldn't hold it around the outside, but I guess, if I remember correctly, he lost it before we even really got it. He was already behind me before the outside was the racing line. Boundary got us. We tried again next, and into turn 1, I just turned turned in on him, and got past him, but not without some contact. Now, this has happened several times now, not just at Spain, Mexico as well, so I am gonna have to try and change my style. I'm just gonna have to leave some more room, because I think once or twice, fair enough, it's the AI's fault, but it's the guy on the inside's fault, but more than that, then the guy on the outside needs to leave more space. No penalty. It's just a racing incident. It's not like it's anything too damning. It's not like it's Stroll and Latifi Australia contact. It's just he does lock up, but he stays on the apex even when we make contact. He's at the apex and I've made contact with him, so it's my fault, but it's not warrant a penalty. It's just like a warning almost. Then obviously, because of that, I had damage, and so it took me ages. I believe Alonso. What happened on lap 10? Oh! Oh, okay, I didn't see that. I knew there was a safety car lap 10, but I didn't know why. That's why there was a yellow flag. And then that will be why there's a safety car. So, oh Lord. So, yeah. Okay, that's why Alonso's down the back. Okay, I didn't realise what actually happened. So, yeah. I mean, I was going to find out anyway because I'm doing this, but which has already taken 6 minutes. Only a six. Can I say a sixth? Just under a sixth of the way through the race. So we'll go on board with Alonso. So there's Gasly spin. That's it, he made contact with Leclerc. That's what the warning's for. Okay, that's why Leclerc had to pit lap 10. Oh my, what are you doing? Alonso. Oh wow. Alonso just ruined Charles's race there. Anyway, I was contemplating whether I should pit on this lap because of the safety car, but I decided against it. And lap 12, you can see me weaving. I don't know why the camera has to follow you exactly, but yeah. And then camera safety car came in lap 12. Wait, we already got damage. Who the hell is this from? Okay, I'll check. I'll look at that after the race. Yeah, safety car came in at the end of lap 12. Obviously, kind of anticipated it. One lap with Delta 1 lap behind, 1 lap catching half a lap or whatever of Delta, 1 lap catching the safety car, 1 lap behind the safety car, and then in at the end of the next lap normally. So yeah, lap 10, not quite actually. Anyway, lap 12 on to lap 13, got the race back underway, and yeah, this is a reset for us. We could use this to go after Sainz and hopefully get past him as quick as we could, because front runners, they're pulling away before the safety car, and so they're definitely going to pull away after the safety car. So we needed to combat this, and we couldn't really. Lap 18 was my closest chance to overtaking Sainz. So he forced me to the outside again. I made sure to try and go around his outside of turn 1. Did so inside of turn 2. Round the outside of turn 3, he was still there, but eventually I got the move done. And he then tried to go around my outside of turn 4, and unfortunately I drifted wide and we made contact, gave myself damage. Then turn 5. Yeah. Horrid lap. And we're not even into the end of sector 2. So yeah, we needed to make sure that we could regroup, go back after Sainz, and because he's already got a 3-second gap to Verstappen. Obviously caused by me overtaking him, but it's still 3 seconds. It's still 3.5 seconds. I don't think you can lose 2.5 just by being overtaken. But we got back into 1 second range, and we were gonna try and have another go at him into turn 1 until I did this. I mean, come on, Schumacher. Surely you can avoid that, no? Like, obviously, yeah, I make the contact, but surely he would have been able to stop contact as well. We'll go from there. So, I think I just got on the yellow curb and spun it. He sees me there. I mean, what else am I supposed to do? Also, what's the... Oh, it's a bollard. It's the 2 bits to the bollard. Big red button. I want to push it. Anyway. What else am I supposed to do? Because I'm already blocking the pit lane. I mean, I'm going to have to go onto the racing line anyway. It's not like I could do much more. I think I could have been quicker about it, but it's not like I could have done much more. I feel like Schumacher could have avoided that. Schumacher should have been able to avoid that. What am I supposed to do? Just wait till everyone goes past? Like, I can't even... You go on board. I can't... Let's see. And I don't have a button on my wheel to look left and right, so... Whoopsie. and then this crash spun me around, and yeah. I mean, if I'd spun later in the corner, then I would have been able to do that and not made contact with anyone, but yeah, that was annoying. The game did give me a penalty though, so it's not like I can complain. I'm definitely not the victim. I don't know. Did I cause that or did I not? I mean, yeah, obviously I should have waited till it was safe, but am I just supposed to let everyone go past? That'll give me the penalty for it. And also, by the way, that rejoining on the second part gave me a corner cut warning. Really dumb. Anyway, lap 19, I came into pit because, you know, what else am I supposed to do? Came in, changed my front wing, rejoined at the back of the grid with Daniel Ricciardo after he pit lap 1. There's the 5-second penalty. I feel like 5 seconds is a bit. I should have waited till it was safe. I don't think it's a 10-second penalty, but I don't think I should upgrade it to a 10. I think 5 seconds is harsh enough. Because what else am I supposed to do? Am I just supposed to let everyone go past? I'd rather take a 5-second penalty than let everyone go past. I mean, yeah, of course, a safety car, that's even better. Game in at the end of lap 21. After we caught up to it in turn 5. So, yeah, getting ready for the second safety car restart. Made sure my tyres weren't hot after I literally pushed them at the coming out the pit lane. But yeah, getting ready for race restart for the second time. I mean, even if I got a 10-second penalty, I'd rejoin at the back of these guys. Because, yeah, the game can't give you... Well, the game can give you 10-second penalties, but it's only for qualifying. If that collision... If the game could give you 10-second penalties for collisions, I would have served it all in that one pit stop, so... Yeah. It wouldn't have affected me at all. So, yeah. I still think... Yeah, 5 seconds. I still think it's a bit harsh, because what else am I supposed to do? Daniel Ricciardo defended into turn 1. I decided to go round his outside and inside for turn 2. And so by turn 3, I was already ahead. And just from lap 21, when I came out of the pits, I knew that I had speed. And so much so, I almost tried to go around the outside of Sonoda into turn 4. But I think that has to wait a lap out. Yep, just Sonoda in this lap. Okay, cool. And then Yuki Tsunoda in towards turn 1. Did not defend, so I just needed to make sure I stayed as close as possible to him throughout the rest of the lap. Through sector 1 and sector 2, because I knew I lost a lot of speed into sector 3. However, into turn 4 he defended, so I went right round his outside, and using this time the racing line that everyone else has created, I completed the move on the inside of turn 5. But yeah, I just from changing the front wing, I had a lot of speed. Although I did hit 12, 13 laps earlier, and then I would have liked for the new inters. The early speed was necessary. Lap 25, finally got enough speed to overtake Latifi, and it was he did try to go back past me in turn 1 by braking a little bit later, but through turn 2 forced him out, and in turn 3 we were up into 16th and allowed to chase after Leclerc. Oh, okay, cool, thanks. Lap 26, he caught up to Charles and into turn 1, nothing doing there, so we had to wait. However, Sergio Perez made a little mistake into turn 1, so I thank him for that, and so I took that as an opportunity to overtake Charles. After he tried to overtake Alonso, defended, Alonso did, and so we went round the outside of Charles in turn 4, and because Alonso defended, he was still slow. So I was close enough to make a move round his outside and through to turn 7. We were up into P14, allowed to chase after Sergio Perez. Now, to be honest, 6 laps ago I was like, I should just retire. It's not like I'm getting the win. I want to win every race. I should just fake this as my engine retirement. Decided against that. Thought, no, I don't want to do time trial for the rest of the race. Rest of the 3 hours. Which, to be honest, would only have been 1 hour. But just over 1 hour. So yeah, I continued in this race. And let's see what we can get. Lap 27. We can get Sergio Perez. Not enough speed to get him through turn 3, so I decided to go down his inside for turn 4 and was able to do so. And we were still quite close to Vettel. So, through turn 5, a little bit later than Alonso, so we had to use ERS on the exit. But into turn 7, round the outside, forced him to the curb and the apex. And we were up into P12, only 2 places away from points in this race. So it's not bad of a recovery so far. After, only 6 laps of racing, we've made up 7 places. Lap 28, Albon right ahead of us. And like Latifi, we were able to get him into turn 1. He did defend, but so much more speed through turn 1 and turn 2, and we were up into P11, and with Gasly left to stop us from some points. 2 drivers, cool. And then Gasly defended into turn 1 on lap 29, so I went round the outside, and again he pulled ahead, but I just had so much more speed. I even completed the move before turn 2 this time, and so I could go chase after Kevin Magnussen. If I remember, this one was an orthodox move, not in a place you would expect. Didn't get enough speed to go around his outside in turn 5. Did try it though. However, it was round the outside of turn 10. Great camera angle, boys. Great camera angle. And battling on the inside of turn 12. But by the exit, we were ahead and up into P9. Kind of because I wanted to be on the odd position at the end of each lap. I know that weren't the case for the previous overtakes before, but yeah, kind of wanted that nice number. Stroll was up next, and we were within 3 tenths heading towards turn 1, but it was not enough to make a dive bomb down the inside. Especially with the wet, we could have locked up and just
crashed into him and gave ourselves more front wing damage, which would not have been good. However, we did pull enough speed. No, we didn't. We did pull enough speed around the outside of turn 4 though, and out of the corner in towards turn 5, still on the inside. Went a little bit deep into the corner, but it wasn't too much of a problem as we were able to get Stroll, and up into P8 we went with Zhou Guanyu and Carlos Sainz next. I believe Sainz had damage or something then, because he was so slow. He was like, as you can see there, he's nearly 6 seconds behind Bottas. But lap 31 brought us to Zhou Guanyu, and towards turn 1 he defended, so I went to the outside. He went right to the inside, which was a bit weird, and this time he was able to fight back and stay ahead of me into turn 1, into turn 2. So instead I made sure I had enough speed to try and get him into turn 4. Not on the inside, he defended a little bit towards the middle, to the inside, so I went right round his outside, and because Sainz was slowing down so much, I don't think he had damage, I can't tell. Sainz was so slow that I just went round his outside of turn 4 as well. Beautiful move, if I do say so myself. So yeah, before even halfway through the race, we were back in our position that we were before the mistake. Really? I thought I got... Oh, never mind. Now, I can't remember what lap, but it was in the early 50s. MFD popped up. Orange floor side... no. Orange underbody and rear wing damage. So, I decided, yep, nope, bye-bye curbs. And as you can see, 10 seconds to Lewis. 9.7, 9.2, 9.1, 8.8, 8, 7.5, 6.8, 5.6, 5, 3.8, 2.3, 2.2. Now, I noticed it here, so I was like, oh boy, I might give myself another 5-second penalty for that incident, so I need to speed up. 2.6, 2.8, 3, and it won't be enough if, I don't know, do I add myself a 5-second penalty at the end, or do I just say, oh, I would have served it in the pit stop, and so it wouldn't affect the end result? I'm leaning more towards the second one, obviously, just because I don't want to go 16 races changing the points at the end of video every time. Yeah, that weren't fun. In Championship 59. By the way, this is 2020. Canonically, in my head, canonically, this is 2020. So last season was 2019. So if I refer to them as them, then you know what I mean. That's basically what I mean. This is 2020. So I may just say that at the beginning each time. No, this will be easier. Check every 10 laps. Okay, damage is there. Damage is not. We on lap 6? 7. 8. 9. Okay, so it's on lap 9. What curb did I hit? Oh, there we go. Oh, come on. You're telling me that didn't give me damage? Wait, Can I get rid of the spray? No. Thank you. No damage from that. How weird. But I bet you... No. Okay, what's going on? Why did I get damage? Okay, this is really weird. Where the hell did I get damage? Oh. That's front wing damage, by the way. Wait, what? When did I get left front wing damage? Although it's almost replica of the other side of the car, so... I'm wary of it. No way. Okay, cool. No floor damage, like, ooh, just under the W, little bit of floor damage. So, nope, that's supposed to be there. Never mind. No, there it is. Underneath Binance sponsor. Okay, cool. I want to see when I got the front wing damage. Can I? Oh no! Oh yeah. He decided to be a bit rude. Nope, never mind. Never mind, that was completely me. Not realising I weren't parallel. So I was, wow, okay. How can I not tell that? I think that's because I... Okay, never mind. My fault. And then obviously... Hold up. Science is ahead of me, but I don't have front wing damage. I forgot front wing damage from Bottas. You what? That's what gives me damage, not Bottas. Oh. Oh yeah. Right. Remember? Well, I should do it lap 18. Remember, this is what the damage looks like already. Okay, lap 19. A little bit of front wing floor damage. Did I get it from the curb? Yeah. Oh, probably that curb again. You've got to be kidding me. Let me see the damage. Oh my lord. EA, fix your game. So tedious. And yet I'm the one trying to do this. It looks like there's a bit of damage. Yeah, there is. Surprised nothing was caused by this. I mean, the spin was, but... not really any more damage. Interesting. Alright, let's try 30. Any more damage? No, don't look like it. Oh, wait. When I made contact with science. I don't get how I got front rear wing damage. That is not my rear wing. See? Clean, 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 clean. Oh wow. It's that little bit. That's the diffuse. This is orange. Okay. You still there? Yes. Not get any larger. Ah, 40. Any damage this side? No. Even though the indicator says yes. Oh well. Little bit of scrape at the bottom. What about the rear wing? Diffuser. Damage. Nope. Okay, lap 35. The rear of the floor. Yep, gone. What should be gone on lap 30? Nope, there. 31. 32. 34. Okay, come on. Spent half an hour on this already. What curve did I hit? Oh my god, what is with the hitboxes of these cars? So tedious scene. And what's with the controls? Okay, I don't know what the why. Okay, I'm just trying to see what that does, but it does nothing. Right, is it there by the end of sector 1? No, what about sector 2? To be honest, I don't hit a curve on the left side. It's going to be that stupid curve again. Just want to make sure it weren't before. Yep, nothing there. Went over it. And I can just see that. Lap 50. Any more damage? Oh! Side pod. Side pod's great. Yay! That looks the same. Why when I zoom in like this, it fixes. Wow. You're still there. Right, so a little scrape on the left hand side. Right hand side. I know my left and right. Am I sure that's a little scrape or is that just a globe? This is scrape on the globe. You're already down that. Why am I so blind? Wait, what? It happened on lap 20. Really? Wow. Oh, my phone's gone off. Has my phone died? No, it hasn't. Okay, we've just reached 40 minutes. Cool. This is the longest one I'm going to have this season, I bet. Because Monaco's going to be short. There won't be any excitement at Monaco. Oh, there's a hairline fracture. Do I want to go look at that? This is boring actually. I didn't realise how boring this would be. I'm just... Oh, come on, it came by itself. Eh? Mick, I'm saying that was you. No, never mind. It's caused by this little fella. Although I don't know how. Check for damage on 60. Exact same. There's a Carter. I'm just going to say that's the exact same. The side pod at least. That was enough to warrant me not wanting to go on the curbs. Interesting. Anyway, that's the end of the race. Thank God half of this ain't going to be in the end. Because I'll be able to just skip the video. Yay! Bye, people. I don't know why I'm saying bye. I'm going to do some more talking after this.
I have technically 40 minutes to do this voiceover, put it in the video, and it's the same with qualifying, put that in the video and then export it before I need to go. Okay, so let's just get on with it. The race was done on the 22nd of January, the script on the 11th of February. The site temperature is not actually important when the rain falls, so the start will not be as bad as normal. The grid slot was a very good purple, almost right on top of the yellow line at the end of the box. The best grid spot I've ever had with the manual grid, I think. Let's just talk about the race, shall we? The start was as normal as it gets in the wet, not improving, not losing. However, Leclerc left a gap on the inside of turn 1, so I took it, and we battled through turn 2 and 3. I got him, so did Fernando, but into turn 4 Ricciardo defended, and so I was pinned in. So I went back side by side with Charles, but with great speed I stayed ahead, and then I challenged Ricciardo into turn 5. We dived him, moved ourselves up 2 positions in the first lap into 8th. Ricciardo then pitted at the end of the lap after causing his own front wing damage, drifting wide into Bottas at turn 1. Lap 3 was next with an attack on Gasly. I had a look into turn 1 and he defended, so it caused him to lose speed into the rest of sector 1. So I took that, and into turn 4 we dived down the inside and moved up into P7. Lap 5 and Bottas was next. This one was simpler but more controversial with contact at turn 1. I turned in too early and gave myself front wing damage. It did not help. Did I? I don't think I gave myself that much front wing damage. It did not help that Bottas locked up though, so racing incident. Lap 10. Then at turn 4, Gasly made a major mistake and spun round. Then Alonso, arriving at the scene, reversed and blocked Perez and Leclerc from doing anything until they were in the bottom 5 places. For this, Alonso gave himself a collision warning against a Ferrari. This then brought out the safety car, which came in at the end of lap 12. This meant a struggle was imminent, as I could not warm up my tyres enough in the wet to compared to the dry, so I lose much more time on the first lap. Lap 18, was my attack on Sainz, and into turn 1, I was completely on the inside, right, and we almost had the position. But into turn 4, we locked up, and Sainz made contact with me, a yellow rear wing and diffuser damage, but I got P5. Then into turn 5, we locked up massively, and went wide off into the gravel, and we lost the position to Sainz again, so I had to go back chasing after him. This completely ended when we were on the exit. We went on the exit yellow sausage curb of turn 15, and we spun it round across the pit lane. When I tried rejoining, I wanted to make sure not to lose too much time or spin again. This meant Schumacher drove straight into me, not wanting to drive offline. This results in Mick retiring from the race, and me, ironically, spinning again. This time, I drove back on the circuit, more parallel to the circuit, and did not make contact with anyone else. This did, however, bring a safety car, so it could allow me to pit to change my front wing damage. I did get a 5-second penalty from the collision anyway, so I had to serve that whilst also changing my front wing. I was able to catch the safety car on lap 21. This led to the safety car restart at the end of the same lap. As I was at the back of the grid, I was able to have a bad restart without actually losing any positions. And in fact, I gained one on Ricciardo down the end outside of turn 1, quick and easy, and confirmed the move through turn 1 and 2. Lap 23, we went after Sonoda. This achieved out of turn 3 when we forced him to the inside, and through turn 4 we pulled ahead out of turn 5 and went up into P17. No mistake at turn 5 this time. Next up was Latifi on lap 25 into turn 1, a quick move down the outside of the corner, putting us up into P16. Leclerc was next on lap 26 when he was attacking Alonso at turn 4. So he was on the inside and I went completely round his outside, and while I was there, round the outside of Alonso at turn 5 as well. up into P14. And then making more progress on Perez with a move down the inside of turn 4, and we completed the move. This allowed me to overtake Vettel through towards turn 8, and we were up into P12. Then for P11 we had Alpine, and we got him on lap 28 down the outside of turn 1 before turn 3 we were up into P11. Gasly was next on lap 29 with a move down the outside of turn 1. Completed the move at turn 2. Magnussen was next on the same lap around the outside of turn 10 with a great move around the outside of the whole corner. Then on lap 30 we had Stroll in our sights. This move was an overtake around the outside of turn 4, and we completed it into turn 5 up back into P8. Lap 31 we had an overtake into turn 1 lined up on Zhou, but it was not to be. However, into lap 4 we went completely round the outside of both Zhou and Sainz. So before turn 5 we were up into P6 and ready to go chase after the top 5. The two Mercedes, Norris, Verstappen and Bottas. Then on lap 33, Bottas and Russell pitted, putting me 4th place. Then on lap 34, Hamilton, Norris and Verstappen pitted, putting me into the lead of the Grand Prix finally. Now to explain my strategy. To use the safety car as my only pit stop in this race, while the others pitted equally on lap 33, losing essentially a pit stop gap if I could work quick enough and get close enough to the front runners. It worked, and for 32 laps we had to hold off 14 laps fresher tyres without pitting again. There was a choice to pit again and use fresh tyres to get after the front runners, but as I was not sure, but I was not sure that if I had the pace to get from P5 to P1. After Bottas left my pit stop gap, so I didn't actually have to re-overtake him if I did pit. I was then able to win the race, and it was close. It was close with a 2.531 second gap to Hamilton. After a 6-second gap, began lap 37, reaching a highest of 10.1 on lap 50. Then it slowly fell, and Lewis got closer. I noticed on lap 62, and from there I kept enough pace to stay ahead. And the only reason I let Lewis get so close was the damage. After lap 19, my floor, side pod, rear wing and diffuser damage was very high, yellow to orange damage, even though I try not to look at the colours. Therefore, to make sure we made the finish and won the race, I missed as much of the curbs as possible, of course losing me time, in which Lewis capitalised upon, but not enough to win the race. That honour I took for myself. And that's going to be Spain. Sorry about the question at the beginning of the highlights containing all 5 cars. That's because I forgot at Miami and Imola. I have nothing else to talk about, so I'll see you on Thursday for Monaco. Goodbye.